What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Taurus Sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of April 20th and May 20th, then you are a Taurus Sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit differently. I've got 3 different oracle decks that I'm using, and this is this little reading I like to call Healing the Shadow. We all have a shadow side to us. This is a side, the darker side that is hidden to a lot of us. That's kind of, stopping us from achieving things. Well, our shadow takes many different forms, and this reading is designed to help you to learn how to heal your shadow, how you can heal the shadow and move forward with your life. One thing I do want to say before we get too far into this is that this is a general reading. Not everything's going to apply to everyone. In fact, I think you'll know very early on in this reading whether or not it resonates with you. So keep that in mind as we move forward. I'm going to be using the Mortem Oraculum, the Keepers of the Light Oracle, and the Crystal Reading cards for this reading here today. So without further ado, let's get into it. And the first card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents how your shadow is showing itself currently, Taurus friends. And we've got lust. I mean, obviously there's a very sexually charged energy with this card, but I'm not getting the feeling of sex necessarily. What I'm getting from this card is just lusting over something. It's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it'll be, the carnal, the carnal relations, all right? But for some of you, maybe you lust over food. Maybe you lust over distractions. Maybe you lust for things that can, take you away from reality. We all have different things that we lust for, and I think for a lot of Taurus sun signs, I think a lot of you your shadow is showing itself in your unrelenting desire for something that's probably negative. Okay, and the shadow is not really apparent to all of us. For some people, our shadows play a huge role in our life. For others, it's just a little annoyance, right? So you probably fall somewhere along those lines. And but that's kind of the message I'm getting here, is that your insatiable desire for something that is not doing you any favors is kind of the feeling that I'm getting from this card. So like I said, junk food, maybe this is alcohol or drugs or someone, it could be anything. You know better than I do what you're kind of lusting for. But it's definitely something negative. And that's what your shadow is kind of latching onto right now, is the feeling that I'm getting. All right, so let's move on over to this card, which represents how you can heal from your shadow. What healing energy, what entity is here to help you heal your shadow, Taurus friends? And we've got Krishna and devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Oh, look at that. So what this card is telling me is that in order to heal your shadow, Taurus friends, you have to take that energy of lusting for something that's not doing you any favors, and you have to use it to your advantage. This is actually a skill that you have. If you can transfer that devotion from something that's negative, gambling, TV, fast food, whatever it is, if you can turn that into a lust for something that's positive, for something that uplifts your soul, uplifts the people in your life, uplifts your community, if you can turn that lust into something that's positive, you will have completely and utterly healed that shadow. Use that shadow. Your shadow has a lot of power, and I think what you're being asked to do here is transfer that power over to something good. Use that power for something positive and beneficial. If you feel like working with an entity, Krishna can help you with that, with this aspect. If not, you can just do this on a conscious level. You can make conscious decisions to maybe minimize this thing that you're lusting after from your life, and maybe increase time spent meditating or time spent donating time to a homeless shelter, whatever it is. You can do it on the physical realms, but you also have to do this energetically, and you have to say, you know what, I want to take that love I have for this negative thing, and I want to repurpose it and redirect it. And you have to do this at a subconscious level, because the shadow definitely works at the subconscious, or below the subconscious, or wherever the shadow lies. You know, it hides. That's why it's called the shadow. It hides from us. So it takes a lot of work, but energetically you can, maybe through mantras, through meditation, through connecting with the higher self, through improving your diet, all sorts of things are going to help you to realize your shadow and to help you to transmute it into positivity. So far I'm getting very positive vibes, Taurus friends. You know, your shadow is powerful, but you're being asked to repurpose that power and redirect it. All right, let's go to this last card. This card represents what crystal or healing energy that you can focus on to help heal the shadow. So for those of you who are into crystals, we've got red jasper. Oh, perfect. Healthy boundaries. First of all, the root chakra, the lower chakras, the orange, the sacral, and the roots, and to some extent the solar plexus, seem to be out of alignment for a lot of you. You know, when we're lusting after something, it's usually something to do with the root chakra or the sacral chakra. And red jasper is one of those stones that's going to help with that. It's going to help heal and balance those chakras. It's going to help you to set healthy boundaries for yourself, right? And it starts with healthy boundaries. You're not going to just transmute and redirect all this negative energy overnight. First, you need to set healthy boundaries. Let's say, for example, you're lusting over junk food and you love it. And any chance you get, you go to McDonald's, right? And when you get sad and depressed, you get a double Whopper, or that's Burger King. I don't care, whatever. Okay? Set healthy boundaries. You're not going to stop eating junk food overnight. But, if you have it 5 times a week, have it 3 times a week. And then maybe a month later, do it once a week. And maybe a month after that, do it once a month. Right? Set healthy boundaries and minimize slowly. There's no finish line here. This is a long marathon journey, okay? And work at your own pace. Work at the pace that's healthy for you. And then once you're down to McDonald's once every 6 months, all that time you would have spent at McDonald's and all that money you would have spent at McDonald's can now be redirected to something so positive. You could donate that money to the homeless. You could donate that money to, I don't know. I hate to say charities because so many charities are very, be discerning, okay? But what I'm really trying to say is, red jasper is going to help you tremendously. It's going to help you to set those boundaries for yourself. Program a red jasper to help you restrict whatever you've been lusting for, and help you to bring that back, dial it back a little bit, and keep it with you. And you'll find that when that red jasper is with you, you're less inclined to lust after that thing if you've programmed the crystal correctly. Crystals don't just work. I think that's a misconception with a lot of people, is that, the rose quartz is for love. I'm going to hold the rose quartz and I'm going to feel love. You have to work. It's a relationship. You have to work with it. You have to tell the crystal what you want it to do. You have to set that intention into the crystal. You have to keep that crystal nearby, and you have to know that crystal is working for you. And then it's a co-creation. Then the crystal will respond to that. But you have to do all those things in order for a crystal to quote unquote work. Okay? It's not just red jasper. Any really grounding crystals. A smoky quartz would be great as well. There's one right here. Look at that. A smoky quartz would be great. Pneumite would be great. Any of these grounding crystals are going to help you heal your lower chakras. So black tourmaline. I got all my grounding crystals here. Look at that. I swear this wasn't planned out. What else do I got? Anyway, I think I made my point, right? So, now that we've seen all the cards, Taurus friends, in summation, I think there's an obsession here. I think an obsession for something that's keeping you in a lower vibration. And again, this is a general reading. I can't say specifically what it is. You know what it is, I hope. Maybe some of you don't, but you're going to have to get real in order to heal. All right? You have to get real with yourself. In order to heal your shadow or help minimize its role in your life, you have to redirect it. You have to use that power. There's a lot of power there, but if you use it for positive things, there's no telling how far you can go and what you can accomplish. So use that power for something good. And on a physical level, you know, fix those lower chakras, heal those lower chakras, balance those lower chakras, and set healthy boundaries for yourself. Realize that, you know, sometimes lust, it makes us lose control. You have to get back control. You have to set those boundaries for yourself. The red jasper can help you. All those grounding crystals I mentioned can help you. So you have to use them. Use them. They're there for us. So that is it, Taurus friends. I hope you guys enjoyed that and got something out of that. Again, this is a general reading. Not everything is going to resonate with everyone. If you want a specific reading where I tap into your energy and your shadow, you can head on over to my website, lightofriga.com, and that's going to be the place to book a personal reading with me. This would fall into the 3-card reading category for as little as $10, I believe. So check that out. And be sure to do all the YouTube stuff. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all the beautiful things. Share the video. I love when you guys spread the word of healing. So I appreciate that. And I think that's it. So I want to thank you guys for watching, Taurus friends. I want to wish you love and light. I want to send you some positive healing energy so you can heal that shadow. I want to thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.